Hello and welcome to KMTV, your roundup of what's going on in Kent on Friday, February the 6th. Custody cells in Kent have been described as the worst inspectors have seen in a damning new report. Graham Stothard has more.
Racist, pornographic and misogynist graffiti. Not daubed on the walls by hardened criminals at Elmley or Broadmoor, but in the custody cells at Kent courts. Cells which, according to Her Majesty's Inspector of Prisons, are deplorably filthy. Courts like this one at Medway came under fire not only for the poor condition of their custody cells, some of which you just saw, but also for problems associated with their custody staff procedures. For example, handcuffing children, even if they're cooperating, or putting women and children in the same transport vans as adult men. This sometimes led to them being verbally abused. The report also said that there was insufficient training to help staff deal with detainees with mental health problems. This is Graham Stothard for KMTV in Medway.
A Canterbury tyre firm and its boss are going to face criminal charges 9 years after a man was killed when a tyre exploded in his face. 21-year-old Matthew Hoare from Chartham suffered fatal injuries as he pumped air into a wheel of Watling tyres near Sandwich in January 2006. An inquest last year ruled the death was an accident, but his mum's been fighting for justice since he died. In other news, a man from Leeds has been charged with death by dangerous driving after a 7-year-old boy was killed in a crash on the A20 last summer. 42-year-old Abdul Motha had been driving when the car was involved in a collision with a lorry on Ashford Road in Saltwood at the end of August. 2 men have been taken to hospital with serious injuries after a car came off a road in Swanscombe last night and plunged into a 15-metre ditch. Police have been searching for the driver. And a former professional rugby player has been handed a suspended sentence after he punched a police officer and had to be tasered during a drunken fight in Ashford. And finally, the birth of a little girl in Maidstone has defied odds of 130,000 to 1. Jem Collins explains why.
When Arabella Moore was born on the 27th of January this year, her arrival was a surprise in more ways than one. Not only was she 4 days past her due date, but she also shares her birthday with her dad and grandma.
It was the most wonderful birthday present ever. And just second time round, wow, it's just even more amazing. It's great. I thought he was joking at first. He said, "We've actually had the baby." And I'm going, wow, really? I can't believe it.
Father Michael and grandmother Susan had planned to celebrate their joint birthday together, but with the new arrival, plans had to be put back.
So we're actually planning on a family meal actually on the 27th of January, so it came as a special interruption, we should say. It's incredible just to have two birthdays really on the same day. Have this Arabella come along as well, so to make the 3 generations is just extra special.
But while this year's celebrations were postponed, it's clear there's no excuses for forgetting a birthday in this family. This is Jem Collins in Maidstone for KMTV.
There's more local news on KMFM and you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, but that's it from KMTV.